The Ascension financial results are representative of the last 2 months, being July and August. The reason for this is because the financial year end had to be changed to align with the Rebosis Group reporting year end, which is 31 August. The last reporting period was 30th of June for Ascension. As a result, we've got to do a bit of fragmented reporting for this particular period. In terms of some of the highlights for this 2-month period, the A-share distribution was met in terms of the 5% year-on-year growth it currently enjoys. The residual distribution outside of the A shares, once distributed for the B shares in terms of their entitlement, was 10.3% year-on-year growth if it is annualized. I think important to note in that point is if I take the 2 months comparative for the prior year, exactly July, August 2014, the year-on-year distribution growth is 21% for the B shares. That obviously complements the fact that it's been a good 2 months performance for this for Ascension. I think in terms of net property income, the property has grown at 10%. That complements the distribution growth of 10.3%. I think it's important also to highlight that Ascension has come off a clean-out distribution that was paid out at the end of 30th of June that tied in very strongly with the previous financial year, and clean-out distribution was mirrored in terms of the Rebosis acquisition that took place. The B shares voted in favor of the transaction, with the A shares voting against. What does that mean for Rebosis as a company in Ascension? Rebosis now effectively owns 59% of the company instead of the 100% it originally intended for. So that's the reason as well that the 2-month value that has been now disclosed is used in comparative to the prior 12 months. Another important highlight for the last 2 months, and I'd like to talk about it in context of 30th of June 2015 as a comparative, as well as a year prior to that, is that vacancies have been declined quite considerably. That complements the hard work done by our asset management team. Current vacancies sits in terms of the portfolio at 5.8%. That came down from 8.5% in June 2014 and 6.5% June 2015. So a fantastic sort of result by the asset management team, and again a key priority and focus for the company. Assets under management remain at 3.8 billion. Again, that was valued as at 30th of June by an independent valuator. Because it's a 2-month fragmented year, we just carried forward that valuation. However, year-on-year growth, if I compare it to 30th of June 2014, that's a 3.4% growth in terms of the portfolio. It is an office fund, essentially, with a very strong sovereign underpin. And at the end of the day, the portfolio is enjoying some strong positive financial fundamentals. The one last component I would like to highlight is the operating cost to income. That remained consistent at 11.8%, and it's a very strong indicator in terms of the performance of the portfolio, particularly around expense management.